Am I the asshole for uninviting my future sister-in-law from my wedding after she told my fiance I was pregnant? Honestly, usually we try to go for something very... Just with the title, I'd guess yes. I'd say yes, but on the other way, like it's your own marriage, so you do whatever you want. I decided to keep my pregnancy to myself because I don't know what I'm going to do about it, and I knew my fiance wasn't going to be happy with the news. I mean, first thing in the title, like, why would you keep your fiance from knowing you are pregnant? Even though he's not okay with that, okay, unless you want to be past abortion times when you tell him so that he has to live with your decision. What she's doing here is stupidly wrong. Good start. My future sister-in-law best friend is the only person who knew, as I only took the test at her suggestion and at her house. She also agreed that her brother was unlikely to be happy about it, but she felt like I should tell him immediately anyway. I mean, your sister-in-law seemed for now to be sensible. She's just telling you, yeah, he's not gonna like it, but you gotta tell him. He's your fiance and you're about to be married. We kept arguing over it because I told her I needed time to process, and she felt like I was making excuses to avoid telling him. In the end, she told him herself while we were having dinner with their family. I was so upset, he confronted me in front of everybody. So now they all know and everybody is upset with me for keeping it from him. Okay. First off, her telling on you, I don't know how long it took, but like her telling on you is wrong to some point. You're the one that should have done it, you know? And if she felt the need to do it, it's basically because you were probably hiding it. They are kind of in the right to be mad at you because you are keeping it away from him, like keeping it from him. Though he's also an asshole because he decided to confront you in front of everybody, making it just a you and him talk. So for now, everyone's an asshole. I like it. That's a good start. His sister kept trying to reach out and apologize after it happened, but I was ignoring her, as her only excuses was that he was her brother. So she couldn't keep it from him, and that she gave me 3 weeks to tell him myself. 3 weeks. Where's the part? Needed time to process. Okay, fine. Time to process, but you're actually carrying a child with someone that you plan on marrying for 3 weeks without telling him. I'm not even sure how you sleep at night by that point. Like, that would just turn in my mind for very, very nonstop. I would try to cope by doing stuff, but then that would come back every time I would not be actively doing something. The last time she called me, I was so upset that I answered and yelled at her. Heat of the moment, I uninvited her from the wedding and told her I would find a new bridesmaid. Everyone's an asshole here for a different reason, but I believe for now OP wins the asshole trophy. Oh, that's a good... I've given my fiance and his family another reason to be upset with me, but I've refused to let her come to the wedding. What do you mean? Did you do something else so that they would run frustrated with you? I guess not. I guess this is the thing that she's talking about. So I refuse to let her come to the wedding even as a regular guest, despite them asking me to, and it being important to them for her to attend. I mean, the good part about it is that the man with which you made a baby, hopefully, like if that's the reason why you are holding the secret, fine, I guess. Man with who you just made a baby and you plan on marrying, you are on a good way at the moment, so that he will call off the wedding and that you'll be free to be stupid by yourself. with a child. I even if you try to see this in the best light, okay? I think the best light we could have, and I'm not agreeing with this. Let's make a difference here. She does not want to go get an abortion. So her thinking is that if she waits long enough, she won't be able to get one legally, and she will be able to keep it. Thing is, even if he was disagreeing with the birth of that child, she could still carry the pregnancy and keep the baby. Because, like, that's her choice in the end. I just believe that she didn't want to have to explain her choice to her soon-to-be ex, I guess. Because that would have been more complicated. That is the best light I can shed on that, and that's not that shiny. Knowing that she gets the last word in that situation, there's no good reason for her to keep the secret. So, already there, she's the asshole. Everyone sucks here, but she's the asshole. And she's adding a second pile of shit on the top of it by being like, yeah, and because I'm mad because I did something stupid, you're gonna pay now because you told on me 3 weeks later. So the only reason I can see why she would keep it a secret would be not to have that talk with her fiance. That's a harsh talk to have. That's a very harsh talk to have. So let's give it to her. That's the only thing I can think of. She was avoiding. So, Dame. Okay. Name, getting married, keeping secret already, and unable to protect themselves. What a promising marriage. Yes. Why keep it a secret? That's the best excuse I can give them, Namey. But I read your chat in the same time. I just try to like make a reading and a commentary before, so that we get something that is easy to cut to get onto YouTube. Have a daily that comes out on YouTube on that. And are condoms so hard to wear? You know, there's some place in the US where they actually don't want to sell them. It goes against their plan of making more, babe. No, I'm kidding. It makes no sense. You've seen it so many times recently that you start wondering, I don't want kids, but my girlfriend gets pregnant. What the fudge? There's always a small chance that like all the thing you are actually using not to get a baby fail. Like, there's a reason why we say 99.9, but like, here's the thing about statistics that are small like this. We always believe that we will not be that number, and we're like, what are the chances that this happens? And that is not the right question. Like, statistically, if we say that there's one chance out of 100 that something happened, the chances that this will happen to you are 1 in 100. But if your question is like, what are the chances that this happen? If I roll a dice with 100 faces, I will eventually get that one. Technically, one time out of every 100. And you are not the sole human in the world. So yeah, things that have a low chances of happening can happen to you, as well as they can happen to anyone actually. As long as we do enough roll, these roll will eventually get onto the one face dice. Once, you know what I mean. That's gonna be how I'm gonna hand this one. So